Welcome to Meet the Ocean.
Meet the ocean.
Hey there, listeners. It's Kelsey Anderson, your trusty, dusty sound designer here, hopping on the mic to wish everyone a happy 51st Earth Day. I'll admit, for a long time, I thought Earth Day was just kids in elementary school dressing up as trees and singing, "It's not easy being green." But I've come to learn it's so much more than that. Rewind the tape back to the 1960s. Americans were becoming hip to the effects of pollution on the environment. The book Silent Spring by Rachel Carson told of the effects of pesticides on the country's farmland. An oil well off the coast of Santa Barbara, California, blew out 3 million gallons of oil, which in turn killed 10,000 seabirds, dolphins, seals, and sea lions. The entire event created an 800 square mile oil slick. The Cuyahoga River in Cleveland, Ohio, went up in flames for the 13th time when pieces of oil-slicked pollution were ignited by a passing train's sparks. This event shed light on the harmful problem of chemical waste disposal in industrial pollution. Sheesh, that's a lot of horrible for just 1 year. But out of this wreckage came new policies. On January 1st, 1970, Congress signed into law the National Environmental Policy Act, which managed ecological risks and controlled sanitary-specific policies. The population's interest in environmental legislation also brought forth the Clean Air Act, Clean Water Act, Endangered Species Act, and the Marine Mammal Protection Act, among others. 3 cheers for environmental justice! We have Wisconsin Senator Gaylord Nelson to thank for the first Earth Day in April 1970, an effective event that transformed the public's attitude about environmental priority. Polls showed that 25% of citizens thought protecting the environment should be an important governmental goal. This poll statistic increased 2,500% from 1969 to 1970, which, as Senator Nelson later put it, kicked off the environmental decade with a bang. Since the first celebration of Earth Day in 1970, efforts have grown every year to encompass the work of 1 billion people, 17,000 company partners, and 193 countries. Check out earthday.org to be part of the change happening in your area. Fast forward to now, 2021. Earth Day is in its 51st year, making it the largest secular civic event in the world. It's gone global, it's gone digital, but what's next? What are the next innovations? Being the plugged-in, social media scrolling, news reading sound person I am, I ran across these 3 cool advancements. 1. Reseeding a forest from a drone. 6 times faster than a human tree planter and able to propagate 40 acres in a single day. The company, Drone Seed, wants to make reforestation scalable. This process used to take decades. Now, 90% of forests in high-risk areas will not be lost to fire severity and frequency. 2. Plastic-eating bacteria. First identified in 2016, Ideonella sacchaensis is able to consume the plastic polyethylene terephthalate, or PET. Although this material is the most recycled in the US, more than half of it still ends up in landfills where it resists breaking down. This bacteria still moves too slowly to be used industrially, but the tweaking happening in labs all over the world give me hope. And 3. Recycled plastic bricks. How would you like a house for just over $5,000 that lasts 500 years? And would you believe it only takes 4 people with no construction experience to make a one-family house? The startup company Conceptos Plásticos has created bricks made from recycled plastic that fit together like Legos. In addition to using plastic in new ways, this invention seeks to help the housing crisis in Latin America. Wow, these innovations are so cool. Now I know what you're thinking. I'm just a kid, I'm just one person. How can I help the environment? Using refillable water bottles, reusable bags, and thrifted clothing is a tremendous start. Listening to our podcast, Meet the Ocean, is another. Share it with your friends, your teachers, or even your little brother. Getting each other excited and motivated about protecting our planet is the most important of all. Okay, well, I'm about to get my shoes on and take a walk. Make sure to connect with us on social media to share about what you did to make a difference this Earth Day. We are a listener-supported nonprofit. You can find more podcasts, underwater creatures, and ways to donate to our educational outreach on our website, meettheocean.org. Subscribe to our podcast to never miss an episode, and please rate and review us on whichever platform you choose to listen. And until next time, may your troubles be bubbles.